What's up, y'all? So I realized this morning that yesterday was World Mental Health Day, and I just wanted to take a second and talk about my own struggles. This right here is the Sertraline, which is the generic for Zoloft that I was on from late August of 2021 until about 2 weeks ago. I have been dealing with anxiety for about 8 years now, mostly related to health. I had heart surgery when I was born, and as I got older, I realized that my anatomy is different than other people's, and it got to a point where I was ending up in the hospital every 6 months to a year with what I thought were heart problems that were actually panic attacks, because the symptoms are very, very similar. And it was something that I didn't really talk about with people other than people who are really close to me. And I was really hesitant to get on medication or get help for it because I thought I could just kind of power through. Whenever I would get anxious when I was at gigs and stuff, I would just have a beer and it would go away. But it came to a head when I was playing a gig and I had a panic attack that was so severe I had to pack up and go home 30 minutes into the show. At that point, I ended up eventually going to the hospital again thinking I might be having heart problems, and they cleared my heart for the millionth time, and it's just okay, well, I have anxiety then. This has to be what it is. Started going to therapy, started on medication, and now I'm coming off the medication and I'm feeling a lot better. I think people who are hesitant to seek treatment think that it's automatically going to be a lifelong struggle and that you're gonna be hooked on the medication forever and that you're gonna have to, be in therapy constantly. It's better to get what you need than to put it off and not get any treatment for the sake of pride or ego or anything like that. So anyway, this is the first time I've ever said anything like this publicly about it, but I think that whenever we have the opportunity to make other people feel more comfortable seeking help for the issues that they're dealing with, then we're doing a service. I was able to get on medication for a while and do some cognitive behavioral therapy where I know how to identify triggers. I know how to work through the fight or flight response that happens whenever you start to have a panic attack. I highly recommend that one, if you're having mental health problems, that you talk to somebody about it, because the second I talk to someone about what's going on with me, it makes me feel better. And two, do not be afraid to seek clinical treatment if that's what you need. If what you're doing isn't working, then go to therapy. It's great. I think everyone should try therapy at least a couple times. Give it a shot. Let's not make people feel bad for having mental health problems. It shouldn't be a stigma at all associated with taking medication for your brain. We don't call people weak when they take medicine for a headache. So yeah, anyway, spread the love. If you are ever in need of someone to talk to, reach out. And yeah.